Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are diving deep into the story of the 1-cent coin minted in the year 2004 with the Denver Mint mark, also known as the 2014 penny. At first glance, it may seem like just an ordinary coin, but when we start exploring its history, its value, and the massive worth it holds in circulation, you will see why this small piece of copper-plated zinc is more interesting than you might think. The Lincoln cent has a long and proud tradition in American coinage. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the very first regular-issue United States coin to feature the portrait of a real person rather than a symbolic figure. The design by Victor David Brenner has stood the test of time, with Lincoln's familiar bust remaining on the obverse to this very day. Over the decades, the reverse design has changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial and finally to the Union Shield, which is the design you see on the 2014 penny. The 2014 penny was struck at the Denver Mint, located in Colorado, and like all modern cents, it was made from copper-plated zinc. This composition was introduced in 1982 as a cost-cutting measure because the rising price of copper had made earlier cents more expensive to produce. Each 2014 cent weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 9 millimeters, and features the Union Shield on the reverse with a single scroll across it that bears the inscription 1 cent. This shield design symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States, tying back to Lincoln's role in preserving the nation during the Civil War. Now let's talk numbers. The Denver Mint struck over 4 billion 2014 pennies, making them very common in circulation. Because of this high mintage, most examples you will find in your change are only worth their face value of 1 cent. However, condition plays a huge role in determining value. While circulated coins are common, collectors often seek out uncirculated or mint state examples. A 2014 penny in pristine condition graded MSUT or higher by a professional service can bring in far more than face value, sometimes reaching several dollars or even more depending on collector demand. Errors are another factor that can boost value. If a 2014 penny shows doubling on the lettering, off-center strikes, or other minting mistakes, collectors will pay a premium. Some error pennies from this year have been known to sell for tens or even hundreds of dollars. This is why searching through rolls of pennies from the bank can be an exciting treasure hunt for coin collectors, but let's not forget the bigger picture. Even though each coin is only worth 1 cent, when you add up the total number minted in 2014, you are talking about billions of coins representing tens of millions of dollars circulating through the economy. That is the true power of the penny. It may be the lowest denomination of United States currency, but it is produced in such massive quantities that its impact is huge. The story of the 2014 penny is really the story of the enduring legacy of the Lincoln cent itself. More than a century after its introduction, it remains a familiar and beloved coin, reminding us of Abraham Lincoln's leadership and of the resilience of American coinage. Whether you see it as a simple piece of change, a collector's treasure, or part of a much larger economic system, the 2014 penny definitely has a place in history. So next time you spot a 2014 penny in your pocket, take a closer look. It may just be an ordinary coin, but it carries with it a fascinating history, the potential for hidden value, and a role in the larger story of American money. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed learning about this coin and want to see more deep dives into the history and value of United States coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a future upload.